Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Reality Checked, where we talk about BB26 week by week. And this
Yep.
week was very disappointing for me.
Same. I was not expecting this week to go the way it did.
I'm very sad, and it changed my perception on Juan HOH.
Yes, same, bro. So T-Core won this week. I was initially excited for her, was happy she got the win finally. At least like either T-Core or Chemo, finally got the power. And what I've learned this week, I feel like, is T-Core really just wants to go with the house, with what the house wants. And she did our boy Tucker dirty this week, bro.
Very dirty.
Hmm.
I mean, you guys just made this alliance, like just solidified the four, T-Core, Chemo, Rubina, Tucker. Tucker knows that you're stressing out about having nominations and all this stuff, so he volunteers to go on the block, yet you have other people to put on the block.
Yeah, Leah.
I
She
was
could have put
confused
Leah
at
on the
why she
block.
didn't put Leah.
Yeah, like I thought you didn't even like Leah.
Yeah, and like
Or
when she
like,
was like pondering on who to nominate, and she asked Cam, Leah, and Mackenzie like kind of the same questions, like give me a name. And Leah was the only one that couldn't give her a name.
yeah, she was thinking and she's like, I think I don't trust anyone. And
Yeah.
it's like, dude, have you been on the block? Like,
Yeah. And
what?
I was just very confused because it seems like Leah doesn't talk game with anybody, yet
Yeah.
she hasn't been on the block.
Yeah. And I don't know why. And like, real quick, before we get deep into the week, just kind of just address how we ended the last episode. They did not address what we saw on the feeds with the whole like, is Chelsea okay?
Hmm.
So I don't know what it is. And I don't want to
Oh,
be
I forgot
spreading
about
like
that.
false info about like Leah. Like
Yeah.
we don't know what the true facts was, but they never addressed it. So like,
Right.
and I was thinking they were because they were kind of showing Leah a lot in that
Hmm.
Sunday's episode, right? But they didn't, so kind of shook.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like Leah like put her up. She ain't playing the game.
Mhm.
It seems like maybe she's just nice or people don't think she's a threat,
Mhm.
so they kind of just don't think about her. Because like they think Mackenzie is a way bigger threat than
Yeah.
Leah. And I kind of agree, I guess, because
Right.
Mackenzie has won the upgrade and all of that. But at the same time, at least in the beginning of the game, Leah was coming in like second place for HOH almost every like week. So I don't know why. What's up with them not putting Leah up, you know?
Yeah. I like Leah.
Yeah, I don't
And
mind
her
her.
like confession diary room interviews are so funny because she's
Mhm.
just so clueless.
Yeah.
Like poor girl is just so clueless. Like nobody talks game with her. But it's also like no one's using her as a pawn. Why are people constantly using members in their alliance? Like we saw Cedric go up as a pawn. He went home.
Like
Tucker
learn.
is a pawn. He literally just went home this week. Like
Yeah.
still I was so annoyed. And I think what even annoyed me more was during the veto comp,
Mhm.
how he knew he was going to get a punishment, but he had 5 grand in his hand. And he's like, you know what? I want her to enjoy her HOH. You just
Yes.
give it to her. And like, they didn't even show, I mean, I hope she said thank you, but they didn't even show like she was like that grateful,
Yeah,
like,
she was kind of just like, oh,
oh, here's your veto,
yeah,
like,
like,
he's not
thanks
an
for that.
idiot. He knows that um Cam was gonna get the veto.
Yeah, he knows how the game rolled,
Yeah.
like,
And so I felt like T-Core wasn't really like grateful for that.
yeah, she was not like,
Because like I would have been honestly, I would have been tearing up crying if someone did that.
yeah, that's 5 grand, bro.
Yeah. That
Like,
he
that's a
literally
lot of
just
money.
handed to you.
Yeah, like, and you could tell how he like said it. He's just like, oh, I want the veto, like, you could tell he was kind of being like almost like sarcastic, or not
Mhm.
sarcastic, but knowing that
Yeah.
he isn't going to get this and that she's going to keep the money, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, that was annoying. I'm disappointed in T-Core because I mean we kind of saw in the last week that Rubina and T-Core were kind of like discussing whether or not they wanted to go with Tucker's wishes, you know. So we kind of knew T Core was gonna betray Tucker a little bit, but still, I wouldn't have expected her for him, or like I wouldn't have expected for her to send him home on her HOH, you know,
Yeah.
knowing he's the biggest target in the house. Like
Mhm.
clearly the house is gonna vote for him to be sent
And
home.
she could have known that too. Like it's not a
Mhm.
secret. Like the house
Yeah,
knows that he's a threat and like if they can get him out, they're gonna get him out.
yeah. Like she she thought that, like, I think initially she wanted Mackenzie to go home, right? Because she was saying Mackenzie's the target, whatever, and all of that. So like I understood that, but it's just like, dude, like you really didn't need to put Tucker up.
Yeah.
You would have had a shield for the next week.
Mhm.
Now guess who? Well, honestly, Tikor seems like she's pretty good with the house. I'm not gonna lie. A
Yeah.
lot of people seem like they're ranting to her, they're venting to her and all of that. So like honestly, I think Tikor is pretty solid
Yeah,
with
I think
the
so
house.
too.
But just like on a personal type of level, you know, like she did Tucker so dirty
Mhm.
and all of
And
that.
even
Like,
like when she was saying like, "Oh, if I win the veto, I'm gonna keep noms the same." Like
mhm.
that guy's in your freaking four-person alliance, and he
Yeah,
would have carried all of them and protected all of them till literally the end.
literally.
I don't know. I just felt like she wanted him out, even
Yeah, she
though
did.
even
She
though they
did
were
want
in
him
this
out.
alliance. Like I felt like she literally was like, "Oh, now's my time. He's
Mhm.
volunteering. Like, let me just do it."
Yeah. And it's just like this week, like, you know, I liked Tucker like from the beginning. I thought he was a pretty good guy. I thought he was kind of like a douche a little bit, like just how he acts. I think that's like, you know, kind of like a persona he plays
Yeah.
up. But this week, like, and especially the last episode on Wednesday, it really showed like his character as a as a person, you know, because it really showed that he cared so much for T-Core to give her that 5 grand. He really likes Rubina, it seems like. And, you know, he was like tearing up when he was sent home and all of that. So I just felt bad, you know, and I really hope CBS brings him back for
Yeah.
another season. He would be a really good person to bring
Or
back
even
because
if
he
they
got
did a
comp.
battle back, like,
Hmm.
can we have that, please? Can we
Yeah,
literally have?
I love battle backs. I
And
love a
like,
battle
if you
back.
look at who left, they're like pretty strong players. Like
Hmm.
Matt, I mean, Kenny, I don't know if he would even try to battle back, but you
True.
have Cedric and then
Mhm.
I almost said chemo. Tucker. Wait, who else left?
Brooklyn,
Oh yeah,
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Like they're all
You can stay
competitors.
home, but
Yeah. Would she even
but
try?
yeah, I no, I love battle backs. I don't know how the fans feel about battle backs. So like if y'all are watching on YouTube, comment down below how you guys feel about battle backs because I love it watching like as a viewer. I
Mhm.
know like some people don't like it because you know once you're out of the game, you're
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But I love a battle back,
No,
you
but
know.
last season they had a battle back. Jag came back,
Hmm.
literally went on to win.
Wait, okay, no, wait. Jag, I was thinking about this too, that's why. Jag came back because of Matt's power, right? He
No,
was sent
bro, I
home,
thought it
but
was a battle back.
because didn't Cam come back from the battle back?
I
Or
can't.
Jared? It
No,
was Cam or
bro.
Jared, I
They
thought.
were, it was literally Jag.
Well, fuck. If if they battle back, then that might be the winner.
Yeah. And I'm thinking since they did it last year, they're not gonna do it this year because they rarely ever
Mhm.
do it like 2 years in a row.
True.
But dude, Tucker is a freaking fan favorite. Like
Yeah. They
America
gave him the
awarded him
20 grand.
20K and
I was shook.
he's doing so much interviews now and everyone wants to see him on TV again. Like they're
Yeah.
saying like, would you do another season? And all this stuff. And he said he wants to go on the challenge.
Oh, he has.
Yeah,
Okay,
said that.
when we were watching his little eviction speech thing, or interview, we were like, yo, they need to get him on the challenge.
Mhm.
He's built for the challenge.
Yeah.
Like, and we need some like, I mean, Tucker isn't like skinny, but we need some leaner winners on the challenge for men. You know, we need like, you know, they always think on the challenge you got to be like a big buff guy. Like, bitch, no, you can win the challenge being like a
Mhm.
regularly built person, you
Yeah.
know. So I would love that because Tucker's like a pretty like
Yeah. And I think he would bring a lot of like
drama.
drama. Yeah.
Mhm. But like good drama. And
Yeah.
like Tucker isn't the type to like take shit from anyone.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that TJ gives him a call.
No, I can see them doing a CBS challenge, calling him up, and then that's his like gateway into MTV challenge.
Mm, yeah, I mean, sidetracking from Big Brother a little bit, like I miss Challenge USA, like bring
Yeah.
Challenge USA back. I love seeing Big Brother players on it,
Yeah.
even Survivor and
Like
Amazing Race.
familiar faces.
Yeah, I love that. Like bring that show back, fam, because we missed
Yeah.
it. But yeah, we love Tucker. Like Tucker, like I mean, I was like so with Tucker every so often, but like I never hated him, like
Yeah.
or
I
didn't
agree.
not like him.
Yeah. I thought he was like cocky and stuff when he
Mhm.
won. But like this week, it just seemed like he was just defeated. Like
Mhm.
Ecor putting him up, he was just like down in the dumps, you know?
Yeah, it was sad. I felt bad.
Yeah.
And when he lost that veto to Cam, I just knew it. I knew he wasn't winning it. I was just like,
Mhm.
they're showing Cam so much in this
Mhm.
episode. Cam is gonna win this damn veto, and
Yeah.
he did. So
And and then you have Angela like ruining yet another relationship,
literally,
telling people that like we got to get Tucker out, all this stuff, which is true, but
yeah,
he
100%.
never did anything to her. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like his allies, like the people Tucker was working closely with, should have stayed loyal to him because he's literally the biggest shield ever. He'll
Mhm.
win you guys there. Like I 100% agree with the rest of the house. I would want to get him out too.
Mhm.
Chelsea, Mackenzie, Leah, they're right for voting him out. Like, at the end of the day, because he was about to win his way there.
Mhm.
So I 100% get their vote. But with T-Core wanting to send Tucker home and Angela, it was kind of just like, dude, he's working with you. And like, as you can tell, he's willing to save you. He's willing to
Yeah.
keep himself on the block and
Yeah.
take you down. So like, it was just very dumb for them to do that, specifically Angela, because it
Mhm.
seemed like they had such a close relationship that we maybe didn't see all of through
Mhm.
the edits, on the show. Because we saw they were close. We saw their like small alliance, their duo, whatever. But it seemed like Angela and Tucker were like mother and son in that house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they were crying over each other. So I was shook,
And
you
you know
know?
what? I had a thought that because there's rumors that he was also a plant
Mm,
and Angela's a plant. So I was like, I wonder if like production was telling them to like work together and like keep each other safe and
mm.
stuff. Because
Oh,
he
I could
was
see
so
that.
adamant about like, Angela, I want to work with you. Like, I'm trying to be your person. Like, I'd kick Rubina to the curb. And I thought that was just so weird
Yeah, it was
for
weird.
for somebody who is literally telling other people that we should vote him out. Like, I thought that was so weird. And so,
I
yeah,
did think so
I
too.
think production was kind of like manipulating or at least telling Tucker, like, hey, you should work with Angela.
Mm.
But
I wouldn't
Angela
be
just
surprised.
destroys everything on her own. She's destroyed her relationship with Quinn
Quinn.
and then Tucker. And then in her like goodbye speech or her nominee keep me speech, she's like, I will protect those who want to be loyal to me. Like you will not.
You just got you just got your loyal person sent home,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Like your number one is literally next to you because of you.
yeah. Hmm.
And so I think she's just gonna be a target moving forward. Like people just gonna put her up.
Yeah, like I kind of jinxed her on Wednesday's episode because I was really thinking, I'm like, like people talk all their crap about Angela, but like if she makes it to the end, like if she makes a really good speech and if she says it's all part of her game, like she could maybe win if she's next to someone that the house doesn't like.
Mhm.
But like as the episode went on, I was like, she might be going home this week.
Yeah.
Like I thought she was getting sent home. So it kind of sucks. Like I like the chaos that Angela brings, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you need to like take a chill pill, and like realize like who's there with you, who are you playing with,
Hmm.
and like what's up, and also what's up with all these people exposing the alliances.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
that's
just
wild. Like
Just
that doesn't really
alliance
benefit
after
me.
alliance is blown
Yeah,
up. Like no alliance is safe.
literally. I don't think like the only one that like I feel like hasn't been exposed is Chemo, T-Core, and
Yeah.
Quinn,
Yeah, the
which I
visionary.
find interesting. Like,
Yeah.
how is Quinn still aligned with them, you know? Like, it's so weird.
Special guest. Special appearance. She's pissed. Me too. Yeah.
But I'm
I've
shook.
never seen a season where it's like alliance after alliance is constantly getting exposed and blown up. And it
Mhm.
makes it interesting, you know, but it's also like no one's safe. Like literally
Yeah.
no one is safe.
Yeah, like I guess watching it, it does make it fun, because we've been seeing a lot of flips in the house, a lot of like not necessarily blind sides, but like just a lot of switch ups,
Yeah.
so it has been entertaining to see because like this season so far is one of the better like modern Big Brother seasons. I definitely think I love the cast. They did an amazing job. I pretty much like every single person on this cast, like more or less, and they're at least if I don't really care for them, at least they're bringing something to the table,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
so. I really like this season so far. I think it's definitely better than the last season,
Yeah, I agree.
but also I have like recency bias. So,
Yeah.
what was the AI arena game this week?
It
It
was
was,
like that puzzle thing.
oh yeah, that Tucker was doing wrong.
Yeah,
I was like,
he said
what's
he was
happening?
dyslexic though. And he said
Oh, really?
like I'm dyslexic and I also didn't hear the directions very well. But you could see he was struggling like from the beginning.
Yeah.
And
hmm
MJ was just flying through it.
No, I knew she was gonna win that. I was like, she won the upgrade, which was a memory game, like, and this had like
Mhm.
part memory.
I was very sad. Like Tucker didn't win the veto. He didn't win the AI comp
hmm
and he
That
sent him
basically filled
home.
his coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the House did vote Angela out, like that would have been the dumbest move
Mm.
ever. Like, to be honest, would
Yeah.
have loved that, like, for Tucker, but it would have been the dumbest move for them to make. And like, it is exciting now because maybe like we will see more winners, for HOH, for Veto, and AI. But it's sad to see Tucker go. But I
Yeah.
feel like they're gonna bring him. There's a good chance. Like
And
this season has a lot of memorable people, but I think he has a good shot.
and I was happy that the house didn't vote together because when
Mhm.
after that AI comp, the entire house met in one room except for the nominee.
Yeah,
That was crazy. And I was like, oh yeah, they're all trying to say, let's vote Tucker out. But I'm so glad
yeah.
that Joseph stayed loyal, Kimo
hmm
stayed loyal, and Rubina stayed loyal.
hmm Me too. I really thought Rubina was about to vote him out, bro. I was like, is she really gonna do it? Like, that's a savage move, but like, I'm not gonna judge her for it, but like, no, can't judge her, especially
Yeah.
if he had no votes,
Yeah.
and she didn't vote for him out, that would have been messed up. But yeah, I'm happy those three did keep vote to keep him safe. And those are the three that I'm rooting for.
Hmm.
So that's kind of how it is, I guess. Love
Yeah.
Rubina, love Chemo, love Joseph.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely my top three right now for sure. T-Core was like on that list too, but just how she's been doing, how she did Tucker dirty this week. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I I do not like T-Core anymore. I can like honestly say that. Like she showed her true colors this week, by like putting him up and like she wasn't even really campaigning for him to stay either, you know? So you
mhm.
just kind of knew that she wanted him out.
Yeah, I wanted to see more of what Chemo was saying about this. Like that's why I wish sometimes I was up to date with the feeds because as we saw, Chemo and Tucker were really close, and Chemo really did not want to vote Tucker out, and he didn't. So I kind of just wanted to see if maybe like Chemo was trying to convince T-Core to keep Tucker, or if Chemo was kind of just like agreeing with her, like because I could see it going either way.
Yeah.
Like I like because like, like as a fan, you want like, watching, you want to vote out the target, but like if they're your ally, you want to keep them though.
Yeah.
You're their
But you
friend.
know what? Chemo and Tucker were like really close too.
Yeah, they
So
were.
I think he was like, kind of trying to talk T-Core into maybe not putting him up and
Mhm.
saying like there's other fish to fry. But then you also have Quinn over there. Like
Mhm.
they're still working so closely with Quinn. And to me, it
Yeah.
seemed like she chose Quinn over Tucker.
Yeah, she did. She did. Because Quinn wanted his ass out.
Yeah.
And because she actually did, because Quinn was the one saying, don't put up Leah,
Yeah, yeah. And
put
she
up
listened.
Angela.
She literally listened to Quinn, and I was just like shook. And Quinn, like trying to protect Leah, like I get it. She may be a number for you, but also, bro, like she's
She don't
threatening
like you.
you. Yeah, she don't like you like that. Like, let's be real
Yeah.
here. Like, you can't protect her and hope that she's going to like love you after. Like,
Yeah. Like you're not even aligned with her. That's the whole thing. Like, it's not like you guys have like a big alliance with Leah, like Quinn and
mhm,
Leah. So I just don't get it. He is keeping her in the house because he does like her a little bit,
yeah.
which is annoying.
And even like when Tikor was saying like, oh, the pool is so small on who I could nominate, but then you have three people who you're literally not working with.
Yeah,
I was just like, yeah, I don't know. She's a snake in the grass.
she is. And if I was Tucker, I would have been like, well, why aren't you putting up Quinn?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
like
that
nobody really
Tucker could,
questioned that.
yeah, they didn't. But I guess like Tucker was kind of like good with Quinn at that
Yeah.
point. But yeah, it was just annoying. I'm hoping maybe Chemo realizes that Tikor is not siding with him.
Mhm.
So maybe this will push him to have a deeper friendship or like a relationship with Rubina and
Yeah.
maybe even Joseph, because it was the core four alliance between
Mhm.
Tikor, Chemo, Rubina, and Tucker.
Mhm.
And that's now a core three. So clearly, like two out of the three people are going to bond more. And like you would obviously think it's Chemo and T-Core since they're so close, but like maybe this like move from T-Core is going to push Chemo away. Or maybe he'll realize and like recognize if he can
Yeah,
trust.
because you're getting rid of one of your numbers.
Yeah.
Like you're literally getting rid of one of your numbers. Even though I could see like the only people putting T-Core chemo up would probably like be maybe Leah, MJ. I could see
Mhm.
um
I could see Chelsea
maybe
putting Chemo up.
Angela. Yeah. Chelsea putting chemo up. Like she literally got rid of one of the numbers and like he can't win HOH every time either. And you
Yeah,
gotta
it's always
also
every other
realize,
week.
yeah, you also gotta realize like um that AI comp isn't gonna last forever.
Mhm.
So there's gonna
But
be
when
a
is it gonna end?
yeah, I think it's gonna end
Like,
with jury.
I can see that. At this point, how many people we got left till jury?
I thought
Like,
it
what,
was
two
almost
people?
jury already because they've
Right?
still got six people.
It feels like it, right? Like,
Maybe
I-
after this week.
yeah, because like usually Julie will say like, and then this week's
Yeah. Yeah.
house guest will join the jury or whatever. So I don't know. It just seems like there's so little bit people in the house,
Hmm.
but maybe it just seems like it because they've been putting three people on the block,
True.
so it seems like less like sitting in the
Yeah.
circle. But yeah, like it feels like this season is almost done. But we got so much game left, like
Yeah.
we got a lot
We
left. And
even
I
we
ain't
haven't
complaining.
had a double eviction yet.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Billy was
So
like,
yeah.
Billy was like, oh, is it a 2 hour episode this week because of double eviction? And I was like, no, they didn't say. So I don't think so. Because like, do they usually have a double before jury? Or is it both? Because they usually have at least two doubles.
Yeah, I think it's just jury. I think they wait
Both
for
in jury,
jury.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like the first week or whatever of jury, and then they'll do like the last, like third to last person or whatever, right? Something like that.
So tired.
Hella yawning.
Literally so tired. Yeah. And so I think maybe after this week, but you know what? That 2 hour episode, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Like it
They did
wasn't
not give
giving.
us, yeah,
Yeah.
they weren't giving us anything. But I thought about it and I was thinking back to the previous seasons, and I think whenever they do that competition where there's that big punishment, that like overnight type of punishment, I
Mhm.
think it's always a 2 hour episode.
Mhm.
Because like
My
I was
God,
thinking about
Angela
it.
crying.
Yeah,
She's like, I can't do this. Like I was cracking up.
I
She's
was
so
cracking up.
dramatic.
No, she is, but like I did feel bad for her because I'm like, damn, y'all really making the mama do this? Like the like 55-year-old, 50-year-old mom do this? Like it's not like she's in shape, like and she gotta bend her back. Like her back must have been
Yeah.
broke.
She must have been so sore just going back and forth carrying little ball by little ball. And like when
Yeah,
she said in her diary room, like, this was the hardest thing I had to do right after childbirth. Like
yeah,
I was just cracking up. That was just so funny.
yeah. Like that's the moments when I like Angela because
Yeah.
it's like she's so entertaining. Like
Yeah, she
I
is.
really do like seeing her on TV. She's fun. Like honestly, I would love to have her as like an aunt, an auntie, like even a grandma. She would be a fun grandma,
Yeah.
like a little cuckoo, but
Yeah.
like
And then when they
I
were
feel like
teaching
everyone
her
had.
how to like twerk, oh my God, that was
Yeah,
so funny.
I
That
was
was so
dying.
funny.
That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
she makes really good TV, and that's why she gets a lot of airtime.
hmm It's true. She's the star of the season. Like whoever wins, like I mean, honestly, there's a lot of stars in this season. A lot of people are really standing out, but like everyone's gonna remember Angela for sure. I don't think they'll bring her back, but
Yeah,
they're
no.
gonna love Angela. Like it's like how everyone loved Felicia last
Yeah.
season. Like at least Felicia wasn't as like mean, but
Mhm.
you know. She was saying some savage shit though, bro. Like I remember back on the feeds, I was like, "Yo, she was being savage to Blue and America." I was
Mhm.
like, "Damn."
She was hella savage, and I love that Suri was in there too because they
Mhm.
like balanced each other out.
They
And
did.
it was just like the funniest thing to see like Suri get annoyed with her and then Mama Felicia got annoyed with her. Like
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
they were
hilarious.
awesome. I loved them last season.
Yeah, it was a duo we did not expect, but so good.
So, bro, who do you think won HOH? I kind of got spoiled.
Same,
Okay,
same.
so we shouldn't talk
So,
about it then.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm pretty
instead, let's
sure.
talk about who we think out of this, whoever's left, who's gonna win. Who's like your final two that you think is gonna be sitting in those chairs?
Honestly, I want to say like Joseph is doing good, but as we go more and more into the game, like he's making less and less of like a dent into the game. And like he's very like irrelevant, like sadly. There are winners who have been like that, like Casey. I remember
Mhm.
she was pretty irrelevant in the beginning of
Yeah.
her
And then at
season.
the end,
Ended
she
up
like
winning.
dominated a little. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I really want to see that from Joseph, but I honestly can't say that he's in the top two for me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
who I think is actually gonna win. Honestly, like I think T-Core is pretty good. Like with where her spot is, like because she's good with Chelsea as well. And if we're talking like two sides of the house, there's kind of that like T-Core, Chemo, Rubina type of side, and then there's the Chelsea side, and then we got like Mackenzie and Leah in the middle. So I feel like T-Core is pretty good, but I don't know. What do you think, bro?
I also think T-Core is sitting pretty, but
hmm
I think who might win, it could be Chelsea.
I agree.
I
Chelsea's
could
doing
see Chelsea
good.
going to the end because like when you look around now, whoever's left, like Tucker was gunning for her, you know?
Yeah.
But now
Mhm.
when you look around, like I don't think anybody's gonna gun for her.
Yeah, I agree. No one's coming after her. The only one that maybe would be like maybe Leah,
Yeah.
maybe
Even then,
Mackenzie.
I think like the girls, like they don't have an alliance, but they're kind of tight, you know?
Yeah, they are. They are. Like they always show them talking, Mackenzie
Yeah.
and Chelsea. Like I
Yeah.
always see them talking to each other. The only one that I'm not sure where her head is Leah. Like
Yeah.
she kind of like, I
Her
don't
head
know.
is literally in the clouds.
Yeah,
Like when they were talking about the what alliance was that Tucker blew up? The Pentagon. I think
yeah,
it was the Pentagon. And then she was like, "What's the Pentagon?" Like she totally missed what that was.
yeah. She's a
So
bully.
she is an airhead, and I think she's funny. But
Yeah,
I mean, maybe she'll make it to the like final two because she didn't do anything, she's just kind of floating.
yeah, but I don't see her as like a winner, you know.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I could like if Mackenzie like could maybe build her relationships a little bit, then maybe. But like I feel like kind of Mackenzie has always been a target, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So maybe not. But T-Core, like she's solid, and I agree, Chelsea too. She's
yeah.
good too, because even Rubina is good with her. I don't think she's good with chemo,
Yeah.
Chelsea, so I'm scared for chemo.
Yeah, I don't think Kimo or Joseph, like when they flipped to get Cedric out, even though
Mhm.
T-Core was in it, I don't think she was blaming T-Core as much as like Joseph and Kimo. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think those two, like it would be nice to see two of them in the final two chairs, like two women.
We'll see. We still got a lot of game left,
Hmm.
and I'm excited.
Me
Like,
too. I'm excited to see how the game is gonna play out now that Tucker's gone. Like
mhm.
we all know Angela's gonna keep blowing up games and being
Yeah.
crazy, delulu and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm excited to see like who will actually start winning. Like, is it gonna be Cam now? Like, is it gonna be
Mhm.
Chelsea still dominating? And
Yeah, I would like to see the girls win some veto or win some HOHs. Also, chemo. I would like to see
yeah, I
chemo
need
do it
him to
well.
pull out a win. Like just
Yeah,
anything at this point. A veto is
yeah,
fine too. Like, don't don't be a big D?
yeah.
And he's
Literally,
giving big D vibes.
yeah. Like he's giving a lot of good advice and building like relationships with people, but like you got to make moves, bro.
Yeah.
And also like, sorry, chemo, you got to watch your face and your eyes, bro. You be rolling your eyes at everything.
I know.
Like every single time I see chemo, he hugs them. Like I'm like, dude, chemo, chill. Like that's where people is gonna put you up. Like I love chemo though. I ain't talking shit,
Yeah.
but
And like when he was singing, I was
oh
like,
my God.
whoa,
Yeah. But
whoa.
let's be real. That ain't surprising. He's Filipino, right?
Yeah. I
Like,
think, yeah, like
and
Filipino
he's
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian too, right?
Yeah.
Is he Hawaiian and Filipino,
I,
right?
I think I feel like he is. I think he's definitely Hawaiian, but I could see some Filipino or like some kind of Asian in him.
Yeah, I see like a little bit Filipino. My mom saw him on TV and she was like, "Oh, the Filipino boy is from
Yeah,
Hawaii."
yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah,
"Well,
he
there's a
looks
Filipino
Filipino
girl
for
who's not
sure.
from Hawaii," you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would like to see a solid duo alliance between Rubina and Kimo.
Hmm.
That would be my dream.
Yeah, but I feel like Chemo would not do that to T-Core. Like even when
Yeah,
T-Core won HOH, like everyone's crying, like they're so happy for her. Like that just
yeah,
goes to show like she is sitting pretty in that house.
yeah. If no one calls that out, then she will be in the end,
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like Chelsea would possibly be a savage and cut T-Core at the end. Because I
Mm,
think Chelsea knows, like she
yeah.
knows T-Core is good. And she should know that T-Core has that in her too, that she would be willing to cut you.
Hmm.
So, but I'm sure Quinn would expose T-Core either to Chelsea first or Chelsea to T-Core before anything like that would happen.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. I mean, it just seems like Quinn is loyal to the Visionaries. Like it seems like they're all very loyal to the Visionaries.
mhm.
Which I mean, hey, go off. That's the only alliance that hasn't been blown up yet.
Yeah. Like, so I applaud them for that. Like, they have been doing good, even after they exposed Quinn
Hmm.
to the rest of the house. That's why I just don't understand Quinn.
Yeah.
Like, all of these people, like, kind of like did you dirty, but now they're doing him good, and
Yeah.
keeping him safe. So it was just kind of interesting. It was almost like they were kind of like, you betrayed us a little, so because of that, we're gonna punish you. Now
Hmm.
you learn, we'll keep you in.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so I kind of like that's kind of funny. But usually you don't really see that in alliances. They're kind of just like, you betrayed me, you're out,
Bye.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see this week, even though I think I did get spoiled.
Yeah. I think I
But
will too.
but
We'll
yeah,
see.
should be
We'll
good.
see. I
I'm
still love
excited.
Big Brother.
Yeah, love. I'm excited for this week. Give us another twist though. Since the instigator is done, we need another twist in the game. But I think that's all we have to discuss for this week's podcast, fam. Discussing this week's episode. Tucker went home this week, the biggest target in the game. So we'll see where it goes from here, fam. Thanks for watching if you're watching our video on YouTube, and thanks for listening if you're out there on Spotify, fam. We upload a new episode pretty much every week discussing Big Brother. So make sure you guys subscribe and follow us for the rest of the season, fam. We might be doing the challenge as well. So if y'all really want to see that from us, make sure you guys leave us a comment and also follow us on Instagram. We do have an Instagram at Reality Checked Podcast. And yeah, follow us on there. You can follow our personal Instagrams as well. And yeah, we actually had a lot of views on our podcast video last week. So if you guys are back, hit that subscribe button
Mhm.
because you want to hear us discuss.
Mhm.
So yeah, we will see you guys next week with another podcast. So expect the unexpected, fam.
And love one another.